We're here again live at the Texas Whiskey Ranch. And I've had a few of the Texas TX whiskey here myself. I'm with Cotton Gentry. What's up, buddy?
How are you?
Living the dream, sir.
Great to
Or is
see
it
you.
Gentry Cotton?
Gentry Cotton.
Gentry Cotton. That's right.
Two last names.
It's
what I've been called before.
But it's about as country as it gets.
That's right. In theory, I should be up there singing on stage, but we don't want to do that.
That is a good country band name.
We want people to stay here, not leave. So.
Not leave. Okay.
Yeah.
I do love doing some karaoke.
Yeah.
Myself. But we're here for the Brotherhood for the Fallen. We took a short break. I had to eat because I had too many of these whiskeys and I had no food in my stomach. But Cotton is actually a board member of the Brotherhood for the Fallen. So, Cotton, first and foremost, how long have you been a part of the Brotherhood and why did you join?
That's right. So, in 2016, I was finishing up my field training as a police officer when the Dallas 5 happened. And that was, of course, something that was, shocked the whole world. And it was something that you're in the middle of your training. And then now you're all of a sudden thrown into going to funerals and, as a brand new rookie officer. And it was amazing to me to see the amount of support from across the world that came there for that.
Right.
And that was really impactful to me. So I joined later that year. And then
look at that.
And then
where's mine?
The following year I started traveling for Brotherhood for the Fallen and then became a board member about a year after that. So
wonderful. Okay. Well, our president just dropped off a bottle here. The TX Whiskey created these commemorative bottles. It says, "This is not only my badge, but my family crest." And it has our Brotherhood for the Fallen. I know it's hard to see. I can't just walk up to the camera from here. But they made this commemorative bottle. It's got the Brotherhood for the Fallen, Fort Worth chapter. And then on the tops, they have the Fort Worth patch on there. So very cool. Thank you very much, TX Whiskey. We appreciate that. Now, since you joined the Brotherhood for the Fallen, how many deployments would you say you've been on?
Probably at least about a dozen or so.
Okay.
Since 2017, yeah.
And then being exposed to basically police funerals from your rookie year, each time you've gone, what have you learned overall, your 12 deployments?
So something that to me, it's it doesn't ever kind of get old, doesn't ever get routine per se.
Right.
And it's still almost impactful as the first one is the last one you've gone to. And when you see it, when you hand over a card with a check to a family, hand it to a widow, hand it to a surviving member, and they say that you've traveled thousands of miles to do that, to hand that over, it's incredible. And you see how impactful it is to them to see that their loved one made an impact across the nation, and that means something.
Absolutely. I've been to 2 deployments myself, but I didn't join as early as y'all did. I just joined maybe a year and a half ago. And just I talked a little bit earlier that I've been a part. I've gone to police funerals before, but it's a completely different meaning when you show up knowing that you're hitting the ground ready to work versus it's a fallen brother, somebody you know personally, something like that. So it's very rewarding for us who have a service member's heart, who want to help people. When we show up and know that we're going to be put to work and help out as best we can to a family that has so much going on.
Yeah, and it's something that for me, it's close to home. My mother-in-law, she lost her dad in the line of duty here in Fort Worth in 1975.
Okay.
And he was shot one time, and he died in the line of duty. It tried to take a violent suspect into custody. And so she was 10 years old at the time, but for her, one of her main memories of the whole ordeal was the officers coming to the house.
Yeah.
The officers coming there and kind of supporting her just as a little girl. And that was something that she said that's her main memories today. That's what stood out to her today. And so it's incredible, 40 years later, hearing about that.
So that's kind of one of the things I want to press upon people that are watching and they're like, and on the fence if you should donate or not. This is one of the reasons to donate. So you have that in. It's not just what you're doing for the officers that are out there. It's the families that you're able to help, and having families that remember us coming out, the Brotherhood for the Fallen coming out and presenting some financial, support, but also helping in just any way we can. So
Yeah, and obviously there's typically when someone's killed in the line of duty, the families are taken care of eventually, but unfortunately with bureaucracy and things like the monetary things that come in it's not immediately. So sometimes it is weeks, months later, sometimes even a year or two later that the money is finally comes through to a family. So for each chapter across the United States to give a donation to a family and to say, hey, here's money immediately to get you through the next month or so. But as you navigate this uncharted territory, that this is something to help you through that, because some of these agencies have never experienced line of duty death. They've never had to work through the paperwork, the bureaucracy. So it kind of helps that immediate need while they're going through all that.
Yep, absolutely. Now, Cotton, you've got kind of two hats, because not only are you a board member, not only are you a police officer, you're kind of in the business world as well.
I am, yeah.
And with your business, you put your money where your mouth is.
That's right.
So explain to people your business and how you're helping out the Brotherhood for the Fallen.
Yeah, so as a business owner, me and my brothers and my dad, we own a franchise. And for us, it's very important for us to give back and to really connect with the community through our success with our business, and to be able to help out people in our community, the people that are beside us every day, but the people that make these sacrifices, that we actually put our money where our mouth is and actually stand beside them, and not just say we support you, we back you, but actually show it with our money. And that's one way to really show that you're behind somebody and really support what they're doing. And we do it with a number of different organizations, but first responders and veterans are definitely something that are very close to our heart.
Excellent. Shout out to Jason Baldwin. I know he is a Fort Worth local, and he's out here supporting us. He said Brotherhood is one of, if not the best organization in Tarrant County. So appreciate your support, Jason. Thanks for giving us a shout out, brother. And thanks for tuning in on this. Cotton, we got a lot of different sponsorships out here. You're a part of a specific business. Do you want to give your business a shout out on this while we're here?
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah. So I'm a part of the Good Feet store.
Hell yeah.
Not
Happy Feet.
That's right.
Not Happy Feet.
The Good Feet store.
Don't confuse it with the Penguin.
So, come out and check them out, and changed my life. That's how I got involved with it, and we change lives every day.
I love it, brother. When am I going to get a free pair of little feet things, man?
And say free. Say free.
All right. Heavily discounted. I appreciate it. Well, if you got anything else you want to say to the people, sir?
No, I appreciate all the support. The only reason why we're able to do this is because of the outstanding support that we do have from the community, from our elected officials, and then from the officers that travel to these. And so we can't do it without you. If we didn't have each one of you, then we wouldn't be here. So thank you.
Excellent, brother. I appreciate your time. Go enjoy the show, and thanks for stopping by.
All right, thank you.
All right, brother. Take it easy. All right, guys. We've got another guest coming, I hope. Hey, Cotton. If you can get somebody else. You got one more coming? Okay, we got another guy coming. I don't know who we got, but I'm always trying to get more people, so.
Hey, I got two guys.
I don't. I've only got one mic, so it's going to be weird.
It's going to be weird.
Yeah.
These guys sponsor us.
Okay.
One of my title sponsors, Circular Solar.
Oh, yeah, I saw their thing.
He's a little shy.
Yeah, a little shy. Yeah, you look like a shy guy. So I want you to be about a fist away from that thing.
Okay. About a fist away.
There you go. And first, sir, what's your name?
Dustin King.
Dustin King. All right. What company are you representing?
I'm with Circle Roofing and Circle Solar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'm basically doing is we've got a podcast here. Two Cops, One Donut.
Two Cops, One Donut.
Yes,
I like
sir.
it a lot.
You like that name?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Appreciate it. And I am a board member for the Brotherhood for the Fallen.
Okay.
So I know EK, all that stuff.
Okay.
And what we're doing is this event here at the TX Whiskey Ranch is to highlight guys like you, our sponsors that are out here supporting the cause. And one of the things that I've been pressing on everybody is like, it isn't just, hey, give us money so we can do our thing.
Okay.
It's not that. We're making friendships. We're making partnerships that last a long time. So we can have people like TX Whiskey host an event on the house for us.
This is awesome, by the way.
This is great.
Yeah.
They can do they can host what we're trying to accomplish and give guys like you a nice place to hang your hat, have a drink, have a little bit of whiskey.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, right. And also highlight what your company is, what they do, and why you guys support the Brotherhood for the Fallen.
Okay, so first off, who we are, it is Circle L Roofing and Circle L Solar. We've been in business since 2008. We actually used to do a lot of, basically just radiant barrier in the walls, doing windows before. Then after that, in 2016, we kind of pivoted into the solar community. After we pivoted to solar, been doing amazing. One of the top in-phase and Tesla installers in the state. And then we were brokering roofs from 2016 to 2023. 2023, we broke off and opened up Circle L Roofing and general contractors as well. So we don't just do roofing, we also do general contracting, everything on the home, top to bottom. We can do just a cash bid where we're just coming to somebody's house to spruce it up. But we can also do insurance claims as well, fire claims, water claims, anything to help people out.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now with solar, you said you do Tesla.
Yes.
So I'm very interested because Tesla's like the hot name.
Okay.
So with Tesla, in your experience, like with solar, where do they stand with the other products out there?
So what I will say is this: we are one of the number one installers for Tesla and for Enphase. I have Enphase personally on my house.
Okay.
So I can say like that is a great product, but I've also heard some great things about Tesla as well. Obviously, they have that name brand recognition. A lot of people call us and ask us specifically for that. I'm not going to say which one's better or which one's worse because we sell them both, but I will say that they are both great products.
Excellent.
Okay.
Now, in Texas, obviously, roofing is probably more important than in some other states simply because of the weather. Hail, damage. I've had my roof replaced twice, and I've been here 13 years.
Very cool. I want to give you a card.
All right, we got a
just
card.
in case you need a third one. You know what I mean?
I got you. Appreciate it. And I lived at the same house for the last 13 years.
Okay.
And we've hail has jacked us up pretty good.
Yes, sir.
And now my question is, with the solar roofing, is that replacing the panels, the roof itself?
Are you talking about the actual solar shingles that they're coming out with?
Yes, the shingles.
So I have seen very few of those actually installed in Texas. There is one Tesla solar roof that is actually in Flower Mound.
Okay.
We are not installing those just yet. Right now, we're still just doing the panel systems now.
Okay.
And one thing I will answer for you, though, is that, yes, insurance is paying for detach and reset of those solar panels whenever you get your roof replaced. So it's not on you to do that. They do that as well. And if it's over 2-inch hail, they will pay for the replacement of that panel as well if it is broken.
Okay, so now people are going to wonder, if I was sitting here listening, I would want to know, do I qualify for solar? How do I know?
So the only way you know is you actually call us out. We get somebody to come. Your house has to be facing the right direction. Your house has to also be shaped the correct way. Sometimes houses have crazy pitches to where, that house might not even be good for solar.
They're not getting direct sunlight?
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's why you want to call somebody that is a reputable company. What we have done is actually fix a lot of people's solar systems over the past few years. We fix people's stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Reason being is that there's a lot of installers that are just some guy that's got a laptop out of the back of his truck, and he's doing that. We have an actual office. We've been in business for years. We have, many people in staff that are doing different jobs and making sure everything gets done and everything is ensured to be done the right way.
Now, you are in oil and gas country.
Right.
And you know that the culture of solar is probably not the most popular opinion.
No.
Tell these people why solar is the way to go for their electric bill.
I am that guy that is pure Texan. I mean, I got, the tats. It says Fort Worth on tattoos down my arm.
I like it.
Okay, I am.
Where's the star?
The star.
Where's the star?
Yeah, I got a few different stars. all
Texas
over.
star. You got the Texas star on you?
Oh, yeah. I actually have the Budweiser star somewhere on my arm, too, as well.
All right.
Yeah. So Texas boy all the way. So I
All
get
right.
what you're saying. I mean, I actually wanted to work on oil rigs as a kid. And I'm just telling you right now, a few years back, we were going into solar just a thought. They came out to our house. They said, yes, your house fits the bill for doing solar. They put it on our house correctly. And then next thing I know, we were paying $650 electric bills in the summer, and then they went down to $200 after we installed them. And then we had a low payment as well, so we were like, hey, this is like it's a win-win situation. In the wintertime, we're actually paying $40 a month, and I was like, hey, like, this is crazy. This is really, really good. Next, we're actually about to install some batteries into our home, and then once we get those batteries put into the home, I'm going to even be better.
Because that stores the energy.
Yes, so it stores the energy so that way I can run off that energy at night as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, like now, everybody has things they say about if there's a power outage or something like that, it won't work. But, you know what I mean? But in the event that you're just trying to save some money on the day-to-day, it is a great way to go.
Excellent. All right. Well, brother, is there anything else that you want to get across to people, why you support, why they should support, anything like that?
Well, one thing I will say is that I just want to say that we are really thankful for being here. We appreciate everything that you guys do. Every time I come to one of these events, I went to the gala last time.
Yep.
I came to the Cops for Kids this week as well. We donated to that. And then I came here. Every time I get to hear these stories, and I get to hear these people tell us, all of the stories about people sacrificing their lives. And I love that there is a community of people that are just loving on people that lost their loved ones. And I just want to say thank you to you guys.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
we
sir.
really appreciate your support. And again, make sure you guys check out, I know you're not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to say it right on here. Dustin King over at Circle L Roofing.
That's right.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Make sure you guys check them out. And thank you for your support, brother.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Notes. Neil. Get the bald guy. I'm trying to get the chief over here. I got him, guys. Here we go. He's shining his head for me. Have a seat, sir. First and foremost, guys, I got to introduce the chief of the Fort Worth Police Department, my friend and mentor, Neil Noakes. How are you doing, sir?
Brother. How are you, brother? Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.
All right, with this, we'll stay about a fist away from the mic.
All right.
Best you can. Sir, we're out here for the Brotherhood for the Fallen, Fort Worth chapter specifically. We're at the beautiful TX Whiskey Ranch.
Oh, yeah.
This is in your backyard.
It is.
I mean, you're the boss of this city, so to speak, as far as law enforcement's concerned. And it never ceases to amaze me how you find yourself supporting so many great causes, for one. Two, with the Brotherhood for the Fallen, you have continued to allow it to be a part of the department. So can you go into why you support the cause?
Absolutely. And I don't see myself as the boss of Fort Worth or the boss of the department. I'm one of the guys on the team. That's what I am.
I like it.
And I'm going to tell you now, we have the best team in the world. We have the best people in the world, you, sir, being one of them.
Thank you very much.
And the role you're in, I'm telling you, sergeants are the most important rank in the department. By far, they're the ones that have the most direct impact on officers, on their morale, on their well-being, everything. So hats off to you for what you do, sir. But as far as Brotherhood for the Fallen, that's an easy, very easy organization to support. There are so many negative things being said about law enforcement in so many places across the country. But here at Fort Worth, it's a little different. We do get a lot of support.
We get
and
a lot
it's incredible. But something that breaks my heart, I was speaking to a young lady earlier from New York. Her mother worked for NYPD, was killed in the line of duty, and she's been around to different places across the country as a survivor. And there's not every place in the country supports their fallen.
I saved your life, sir.
Life-saving
mosquito.
award. I'm gonna put that in myself.
There we go.
You're a good man. But not every agency, not every city, not every organization supports the way that I believe we support here in Fort Worth. And it's not me. It's not because I make it happen. It's because of organizations like Brotherhood for the Fallen who make sure when we say we will never forget, we mean we will never forget not just our fallen brothers and sisters, but their loved ones as well. Because the support doesn't end after the service. That's when it gets quiet. And those quiet times are the hard times. That's when we have to make sure we're still engaged intentionally to support them for whatever they need.
And that's one of the things that police in general, we get a bad rap from some people on saying the thin blue line. Now, when I personally think of the thin blue line, this is what it's, if you worked a cubicle job, you worked at a bank, you worked wherever you worked. If you happen to pass away on the job or, at home, but still working at these places, you may have a best friend at work. You may have a couple colleagues that really liked you. And that support may be there 3 to 5 years.
Right.
You'll have a lot of support at the funeral, maybe. But when it comes to the thin blue line, you have a lifetime of support. It isn't just at the funeral. It's at the prom when your daughters go there. It's at your wedding when you get married and another officer gave you away because dad couldn't be there.
Right.
That is the thin blue line to me. It's the showing up and being with brothers and sisters that will be there for you for a lifetime. And that is what the Brotherhood pushes out there is we show up to strangers. We don't even know your family.
That's right.
That is how deep the family goes. That's what we mean by the thin blue line is we are going to continue to be there even if we don't know you, just simply because you swore an oath and you had our backs during the hardest time in your life. So that's what it means to me. So when we talk about the thin blue line, that's what I look for. Chief, with you being here, we've got sponsors that are here, and we're kind of here for them to show them you're more than just a paycheck to us. You're a part of us. You are now a part of the family. It's a partnership. So for you, what does it mean to have these local companies, specifically Fort Worth companies like TX, that are here and then they see a chief show up?
What it means for me when we see our community step up for us, it means everything. Again, the young lady I was talking to from New York earlier said the officers there they're hated. They're treated terribly. They're attacked. And unfortunately, that happens in a lot of areas across the country. We've seen it in North Texas some as well. But it's different where we are. It's not perfect. None of us are perfect. But we have companies that are coming out of the woodwork that want to support us. I was just talking with the owner of Silverleaf, a local cigar shop. And he was telling me how honored he was to be able to be here to support us.
Isn't that crazy?
The honor's going both ways.
Both ways, yeah.
They feel honored to be here. And here at Whiskey Ranch, this is amazing. TX Whiskey, they could be making tens of thousands of dollars right now renting this out to somebody else. But you know what they said? No, we want to support Brotherhood for the Fallen because we support law enforcement.
Yeah, and I think what I've been told by some sponsors is I think most righteous people have a servant's heart. They want to help. They wanted to be a cop. They wanted to be military. For whatever reason, life didn't get them down that path. And they find themselves in a position to give service back in a different way that they couldn't satisfy through being law enforcement or nurses or fire department or whatever first responder you want to go down. So having places like Whiskey Ranch or, Circular L Roofing, who's here supporting us, it's a way for them to give back to the police department, to the Brotherhood, and first responders in general, because it isn't just Fort Worth. We have chapters throughout the nation.
That's right.
But I want to say that it makes even more of a difference when you have a leader come up and show it isn't just lip service. You could have been doing a million other things. You're in a city with roughly 1 million plus people, 1 million calls for service a year, and you chose to be here to help support a cause when you've got a ton of other things that are pulling you in a bunch of different directions. So for me as an officer, looking up and seeing leadership lead by example, and lead from the heart, that's the way I like to look at it, lead from the heart. It motivates me. It motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. It motivates me to keep doing police work, and it makes me happy to be able to recruit people down to the DFW area and say, like, look, if you aren't being treated right and you're a good cop and you want to do good police work, come on down because we got the leadership to back it up. So first and foremost, thank you for that, Chief. Thank you very much.
One thing I want to say, am I right here?
You're right there, sir.
I know for a fact that the Ford Police Department is the best police department in the world, and I hope any other officer watching feels the same about their department. If you don't, we are hiring.
Hell
and
yeah.
we do want you.
Yes, sir.
Second thing I will say, you inspire me. I always say you don't need rank to be a leader, and having rank does not make you a leader. It's how you conduct yourself. It's the influence you earn because you earn respect. It's the way you treat people, right?
Absolutely.
You are a leader, sir.
Thank you
not
very
just
much.
because of your rank, but because of the way you conduct yourself. You could be out there tearing it up and having a great time,
right.
But you're here sending a message out. You're here doing something positive. Every person we have on the Ford Police Department is a leader. I'm just one of them. But when you put all of us together,
yes, sir.
When you got 1,800 of us coming together, we're all leading, we're all going in the same direction. That's when you see some amazing things happen. And that is why our citizens, our residents, our businesses, our communities support us.
Yeah.
Because we have incredible people doing incredible service every single day.
Absolutely. Well, sir, I know that you have a lot to do, and these guys all want a piece of you. So I thank you very much for taking the time to come sit down and have a short chat with us. Thank you for your support with the Brotherhood for the Fallen. How long have you been a part of it?
Oh, I don't even remember now.
I was going to say,
a long time.
I think you were one of the starters of it when we first got it. And the chief prior to you accepted it into the department. Is that correct?
I think so.
I think that's how that went. And, chiefs, they come, they go. It's what they leave behind that we remember them the most for. And knowing that you allowed this to continue being a part of your PD says a lot to your character and your support of officers while they're serving and even tragically if they pass. So thank you, brother. I thank you very much for stopping by.
Brother, thank you and love you, man. You're awesome. Keep up the great work, all right?
Thank you very much,
Make
sir.
me proud.
Appreciate it. All right, enjoy. Oh,
Yes,
my mic got caught up on me. Yeah, you caught me up. It was an emotional moment, buddy. Buddy's over here giving me shit. You know what Buddy said to me? I just want to put this out there. I got one if he wants one. Right here. Chief. I'm gonna give Chief a patch. Come here, big old boy. We got us here. We got a true country boy.
Let me tell you what, this dude's been waiting to get me pinned down for
Yes.
I have nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with that.
I need to be out of a job on Monday, but that's all right.
Now,
I like.
see, look at the look on Liz's face. She's like, don't let him talk.
Got you, bro. What?
He's a nice guy.
Conjure, you better get over here. Unreal. We almost got the redneck. Get over here. Unbelievable. Well, I've got I got a guy in a kilt. Maybe I can get him over here. We got another guy.
He's here to support with us. Is this live right
It's
now?
live right now, sir.
Whoa!
Come on.
What the heck?
All right, we're here again. We found another victim. I'm Eric Levine.
David Fields.
David Fields. All right, sir. What I want you to do, try to stay about a fist away or closer to that mic at all times. And what we're doing is you're going to
I
let
feel
me.
like I'm in a deposition.
No,
right
no,
now.
you relax. You relax. I'm not. First and foremost, let me read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used to you in a court of law.
I've had that happen one time.
I'm just kidding. All right.
By EK, that's how I became.
EK radio. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that just means that the recidivism is low because
Yeah.
you're here. You're not in jail, so that works.
I gave him my Amex and let me go.
All right. So what we're doing is we are bringing people over that are either members or sponsors or trying to support the Brotherhood for the Fallen any way possible. So Are you a sponsor? Are you a member? How does this for you, sir?
Sponsor and
You're
a friend.
You're a sponsor and friend. What business are you representing?
DNC TX Concrete and Construction.
Okay. Now, sir, there are a ton of different nonprofits you could have been a part of. Why did you choose the Brotherhood for the Fallen?
First responders, police officers, paramedics, firefighters.
Excellent.
They're important.
Excellent. Now, tonight, did you know, because I didn't know this, that the Brotherhood for the Fallen supported military, Navy SEALs, stuff like that?
Everybody.
Any
first responder.
Yeah.
Nurses.
Right. I was not aware of that. I was very shocked to know that and I'm a board member. I did not know we went to a Navy SEAL function for a fallen Navy SEAL.
EK's sneaky like
he
that.
He is very sneaky, yes. There is a young lady over here filming you.
Yes.
Is that the wifey?
Soon to be.
Soon to be. There it is. You can give her a shout out if you want. She's in her own world.
I love you, Whitney.
So, sir, tonight, what I want to do, first and foremost, thank you for your support for the Brotherhood, because I think it's important that we're not just looking at you as a paycheck. Hey, thanks for your money. Piss off. That ain't what we do. We're a partnership. We're a family. Well, after you stop sponsoring us, if that day ever comes, we're still here for you, just like we are for everybody that we help out in the field. So thank you for that. With that said, I want to give your company a chance to get some free marketing. What does your company do? What can you provide to the community?
We do a lot of concrete.
A lot of concrete. So we talking like foundations?
Foundations.
Okay.
Commercial. We do a lot of Dutch Brothers.
Okay.
Abbott's Custard.
Thank you for doing Dutch Brothers.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, yeah, I love coffee. I don't do the sugary stuff.
I just do it for the free coffee drinks and give them to my girlfriend.
That's why she's going to marry you.
Yeah.
You got that. So
yeah, black coffee.
Are you planted here in Fort Worth?
I live in Aledo.
Aledo, okay, so not too far away. I believe there's a military base out there too, right? No? Or Alvarado, that's what I'm thinking of.
Alvarado, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I get the A's mixed. I'm not a Texas native.
We're real good at football.
You're okay. You guys are all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, for anybody that's listening outside of Texas, we got Banning Sweatland on here. What's up? Troy Paz saying hello.
I need readers on, so
Josh
I can't
Greer.
see that.
How old are you?
I just turned 40 in
I'm
April.
41. I can see that just fine. Come on, man.
I saw my beautiful girlfriend. So
you're blinded.
Yeah.
Blinded by the light.
After that, I'm blind.
I got you. Smart man. This guy is totally getting lucky tonight.
Yeah.
I like it. Now, you've been here all night. How has the event been for you so far?
It's amazing.
Amazing?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yes, I do. I think it's very important that people respect law enforcement. What are they called now? Gen Zs? The younger generation?
I don't know what we're up to now.
I think my son's 18. He gets pissed because I call him a Gen Z, but I don't think people realize what goes on with law enforcement.
Yeah.
Just from a typical traffic stop that you think you're giving a guy a ticket for speeding, and then it turns into he had warrants,
right?
And it goes to something else. So it's important.
Yeah.
I mean, because one of the reasons we love Aledo is we have officers at every school campus, and they do a damn good job.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's important that we have law enforcement. Jimmy's trying to make his drink again.
Yeah, they're playing Amazing Grace right now. So we're going to pause for a second. I'm going to take my hat off. We're playing Amazing Grace. I wish you guys could hear it. It's amazing bagpiper right now. I can't even get to my sound to turn the gain up so you guys can hear it. Trust me when I say it's great. The price you pay for a live show. I'm going to try to turn my gain up so you guys can hear it.
basic brakes. Hands off, glasses up, standing up, please.
Jimmy's laying down the law. Here it comes.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. I hope you guys could hear that. That was wonderful. Let me turn this gain down. I used my foot to kick the gain up so they could hear that the best. I didn't know he was going to come out here.
Yeah.
So that worked out. It was great.
Front row.
Where were we?
About police officers. I mean,
Yes.
I think in today's society, people want to try to defund the police department, and they're important in the community, all around the world. When stuff bad happens, you're going to call the police department. So,
Yes, sir.
I think it's important that people realize what they do and the sacrifices they make for, in my opinion, minimal amount of money. Tonight, just talking about the lady that her mother got killed in New York and ambushed, and she had to stop what she was doing to take care of her siblings. She put her life on hold to do that type of stuff. So I don't think people realize, those type of things. And it's sad because we don't want stuff like that. Just like, they're talking about going to Washington next week. I mean,
Police week.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to make that trip.
Yeah.
Especially, with somebody in Fort Worth getting killed. So.
Right. Yep. Well, sir, it's one of those things for me personally. We know police are going to support something like this. We know our family members. But when you get a local business that comes forward, willing to talk publicly about the support for an organization like this, it speaks more volumes than I think for us to hear that public support, because we don't get it. We don't have a voice. We can't. Police can't have a voice for themselves. So to hear it from guys like you that come out and show that support, it makes a big deal to us.
But they should have a voice. I mean, the problem with society today is people in general that they don't like to hear the truth. And so you say stuff now, and then they want to turn it into the media and try to twist it. And, every cop is racist, that type of deal. And I don't play the race card deal. I think police officers, until you go out and do a ride-in, I've done multiple ride-ins.
Oh, you've done the ride-ins.
They're
it's a good
fun.
time, ain't it?
Yes, yeah. I've got to pick and choose who got a ticket. And, I've got a high-speed chase with a drunk driver.
Nice.
Yeah, so, I mean, good
You're
times
addicted now.
I know. I went and watched the movie Let's Be Cops, so I'm in the process of purchasing a car so I can transform it into a cop car.
Do it.
Yeah. No, but I just think that until you do stuff like that, you don't understand really what goes on with law enforcement.
Right.
Just a typical traffic stop that you think you're giving a guy a ticket for speeding. You don't know what's going on in that car, and then he's got warrants. You don't know that type of stuff, and then, I speed, and I've been pulled over, and I own up to it.
Yeah.
But when I get pulled over, I roll all four windows down, to where I can be seen, and
right.
and respect that. So
And that's one of those perspectives that if you didn't have it before, when you go do a ride out. So anybody that's like on the bubble, you don't know if you're pro law enforcement, you're anti law enforcement, whatever it is. My favorite fix for that mindset is to go do a ride out. See how it is. Do a local ride out with your local PD. You can still not like cops, but you'll have a much better idea of where you live and the law enforcement that is around you.
but when stuff goes wrong, who are they going to call?
Amen.
I mean,
You're right. But
I'm glad I don't live in California.
Oh, there you go. Well, brother, I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
EK got me on this one.
Enjoy your time, and
will.
thank you for your support.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother, take it easy. All right. We've got lots of people standing all around. I think we got more people wanting to come over here. I think we actually got people pretty sauced up that want to come over here, so that's going to make it more interesting for me. Thank you guys for letting me know you can hear the bagpipes. Very cool. That works. I'm doing a selfie with Amy. So, trying to see who we can get over here. Amy, we got anybody else? Oh. No Buck. Apparently, there's somebody named Buck that's going to be coming over here. So, we shall see. Oh, turn it. Turn it. Keep turning. She hit my camera. Keep turning. A little bit right there. Perfect. We're good. This is what happens when people drink around my camera system. She almost had to buy me a new camera. How are you, sir? I understand you're Buck.
I'm Buck.
All right, have a seat, sir.
All right.
Well, Buck, I am Eric Levine. I am with this podcast here called Two Cops, One Donut. Kind of a fun name.
Got to fight over it.
Yeah, right? If you want to know the reason behind the name is I'm a military cop, and I am a city police cop. So I'm in the Air Force still.
Got the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I am two cops, and I like to partake in at least one donut here and there.
Very good.
But Buck, we're here on behalf of the Brotherhood for the Fallen. I am a board member for the Fort Worth chapter here.
Great.
And we're here supporting sponsors and those that are supporting the Brotherhood for the Fallen in general. Where do you fall in that category, sir?
I fall into the category of a partner.
Okay.
So I am with One Tribe Foundation.
Oh, excellent.
And I run a program for One Tribe called WATCH.
Okay.
And WATCH is an acronym for We Are the Children of Heroes. WATCH. So we work with children of fallen.
Okay.
Both military, law enforcement, firefighters, first responders, and military. So we have right now over 300 families around the country.
Wonderful.
And the idea is that we have the privilege of connecting these kids together and helping them realize that they're not alone. That there are other kids out there going through the same tragedy that they are.
Yeah.
And showing them how special they are because of the sacrifice of their dad or their mom.
Now, before we get too far, I want people that are just hearing about this for the first time, how can they find it?
Go to onetribefoundation.org, and that's the number one, and then tribefoundation.org.
Okay.
And if you go under programs, you'll see one of the programs is WATCH. And just scroll down and open the page. And
so I personally have not heard of that foundation. So there's the 10-7 Outdoors.
Yep.
I know there's one other one that I'm a part of. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I'm going to blame the TX. But same type of mission, helping out the children of fallen officers. So they're great. I love that. So what I'm going to do with my website is I'm going to find you guys. I'm going to add you to that so people have another resource to get you guys.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know if you remember, an organization that was known as 22 Kill.
Yes, sir.
That's us. One tribe.
Okay, excellent.
So we
I got the card there,
we
guys.
were formerly 22 Kill. We rebranded 2021.
Okay.
And
I'm very familiar with 22 Kill. Yeah.
So our tagline was always one tribe, one fight.
Okay.
So it sort of made sense to kind of just transition into One Tribe Foundation, and that is the human tribe. And it's bringing everybody together
Yes.
to fight the fight and support our military and first responders and help them. We have non-traditional therapeutic programs. Really, everything we do is about connecting like-minded people.
Right.
And helping them, giving them hope, and helping them through whatever they're going through. But it's about getting them together to get out and support one another.
Excellent. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. What do they need to do to reach out to y'all to become a part, as far as for the family side, if they have a fallen officer, and then for those that want to support, is there any criteria?
So the families who want to join, families of fallen who have kids, just go to our website. And if you go to the watch page, there is there's two logos at the bottom, one for military and one for first responders.
Okay.
So just click on that, and it's a simple sign up process, and then they're in. We'll verify everything and start including them in what we do.
Excellent. Now, what type of things do you guys do to support the kids?
So here in DFW, we get kids together for various. A lot of it's centered around allowing the kids to have fun together.
Yeah.
So we do game nights at our office, and we go to we do camping activities. We have camping weekends. Go to baseball games. It's a lot of things just to connect those kids together.
So they're getting connected with other
kids who
who've lost
their.
Oh yeah, that's excellent.
And then bringing attention to the fact in the community that these families are there, reminding the community that these families are out there. They may be your neighbors, and they need to be supported. You know, we have a very short memory in this country because we can afford to have a short memory in this country.
Yeah.
But for these families, you know, we're coming up on Memorial Day, and we're involved in Carry the Load, which is a month-long relay around the country where people can come out, get involved, walk, meet other families, and it culminates on Memorial Weekend here in Dallas. And we'll probably have about 30,000 people down at Reverchon Park.
Okay.
But again, it's about bringing people together. But for these families, every day is Memorial Day.
Right.
And they need to know that the sacrifice of their hero is not forgotten.
Right.
And we do a variety of things. We're getting ready next week to install 400 7-foot American flags along walkways down in Grand Prairie at the Epic.
Oh, really?
So and each flag will have a tribute card to remember a fallen hero and their family. So we'll have that up through Memorial Day, and it's a beautiful reminder. There's nothing like seeing 400 American flags and realizing that every one of those, and it's only a fraction of who we've lost, but every one of those flags represents an individual who gave his life.
Right. And it's organizations like that help with law enforcement or future law enforcement, knowing that when they ask themselves, why am I doing this?
You're doing it because there's a need,
right?
And they need to know they're supported out there, and over the last couple of years, I don't think they've been supported very well. And we need to get back to
I would
supporting
agree.
our law enforcement and our military. When we don't have a war going on, we tend to forget about them. But even when there's a war, the families left that are here, whose loved one is overseas, fighting the good fight, they're here being protected by our law enforcement officers.
Absolutely.
And we need to show the public that, and remind them that how important it is for them to get behind our men and women who are out there every day putting their life on the line, and in too many cases, giving their life.
Yep. Well, Buck, appreciate your support, sir.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you very much for stopping by.
Appreciate you doing all this and
Yes, sir.
supporting everything.
Hey,
And thank you for your service.
thank you very much, sir. You have a
All
good
right.
night.
You too.
Take it easy. All right, guys, you heard it right there. We've got One Tribe Foundation. Make sure you guys check them out. I'm trying to get the guy right there. Right there. I'm trying to get a guy's attention. He's got a Michigan Wolverine shirt on. In the Michigan shirt. With the Michigan, yeah. Come here. He's like, what's going on? So, sir, I'm from Michigan.
Are you?
Originally, yes, Flint.
Okay.
So I saw your shirt. So I just wanted you to come on to show everybody why Michigan is the best football team in the world. There you go. Michigan beat everybody. And that's everybody they beat. I love it. But if you would like, you can sit down and talk about why you're here supporting Brotherhood for the Fallen.
I might not be the best candidate. I'm a visitor.
That's fine. That's fine. So, first and foremost, I dragged this guy over here. He doesn't know me from Adam. I'm Eric Levine.
Eric Levine.
Yes, sir.
Joseph Castellu.
Okay. I am from Flint originally.
Okay.
So I'm a Michigan native. Now, I moved here 13 years ago. So.
Born, raised Arizona.
And you're a Michigan fan.
Both my parents are from Michigan.
Okay.
So grew up.
So they raised you right.
Saturdays watching
Wolverines,
Michigan
baby.
football with my dad. So,
Okay. Excellent.
Jacob Castellu's my brother. He's bartending from Silverleaf.
Okay.
But from what I understand, I've been in Texas for about an hour and a half now, maybe.
And you're already a celebrity.
I guess so.
Perfect. All right, he's next. I like it. That's your brother?
Perfect.
Oh,
That's
wonderful. So, what got you here? Your brother?
Brother, family.
Okay.
Doing a little stint. I'm doing the visit thing.
Okay, excellent. And have you learned about what the Brotherhood for the Fallen is?
I have not.
Excellent. That's perfect.
I would love to be educated.
So I am a board member for the Brotherhood for the Fallen.
Okay.
And I run this little podcast here, Two Cops, One Donut on the side. It's like a little hobby of mine.
Sure.
You like the name, don't you?
It's great.
So what the Brotherhood for the Fallen is first, it's a nonprofit. 100% of the money goes to 100% of the cause. So
Beautiful.
That's one of my favorite things about it. What they do is they provide financial aid to any family member of the fallen officer that was killed violently in the line of duty. So what we will do is if an officer, let's say in Grand Prairie, passes away, getting killed in the line of duty, we'll get a check together. We'll send 2 officers over there, full dress. And our job is just to help out that family in any way they see fit.
That's
if they want us
beautiful.
to go run to McDonald's to go get a food run for everybody, we'll go do that. If they want us to stand at the funeral home and just stand guard, we'll go do that. So we provide money right away, and we provide support in any way possible.
That's phenomenal.
Really, in the short of it, that's what we do. So that's what you're here supporting. That's what we do. And that's why TX Ranch here, TX Whiskey Ranch, provided us this place on the house. And
that's great.
I know.
I've literally walked in and done a light walkthrough, but it looks like a great event.
It's an
with a lot
amazing
of
venue, isn't it?
wonderful. The gentleman playing taps with on the bagpipe. That was
right.
I mean, I'm glad that I heard that was the second, maybe even third time he'd done that walkthrough. But
Right.
glad that it here for that. That was
Great.
touching.
Awesome. Well, sir, that's really all I wanted to do. Was one, I wanted to
Perfect.
highlight this shirt because
it.
I'm a Michigan guy, so had to, and I just like it says Michigan beat everybody. So, and now you know a little bit more about the Brotherhood. So, anytime you can
Great
help
cause.
back up your brother or whatever it is, you come for a visit.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, super proud that my brother gets his hands in some of these awesome events.
Very cool.
Great
Well,
cause.
thank you very much,
Adam
brother.
Levine,
Enjoy
pleasure.
your visit, man.
Thank you very much.
Take it easy.
Take care.
Look at that. Yeah. Greg said it. Go blue. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, have a seat, sir. We're getting more guests over here.
brother?
Doing well. Eric Levine.
Jake Kessler, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. We just got to meet your brother.
Yeah, I saw.
So I
saw.
am a Flint, Michigan native.
Oh, no.
So I saw the shirt and I was like, I got to get him over here.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So right away, had to get that going. But more importantly, you're here helping support Brotherhood for the Fallen. I like
Absolutely.
I like the
course.
shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Representing.
Yeah, of course.
Excellent.
Of course.
So what does the Brotherhood to the Fallen mean to you, sir?
Man, the support that they provide for the families of officers that are killed in line of duty is incredible. And that's the kind of thing that...
Scoot a little closer to the mic for me. There you go.
You know, what gets you like down to the core is loss of a loved one. Right. That's the worst situation that you can come across. And for someone to be lost in defending our civil rights and our freedoms, and that kind of thing, that's the greatest sacrifice you can make. So these guys, what they're doing is really important. We stand by that mission, and we want to help in any way that we possibly can, obviously.
Absolutely. Now, you're here representing a business today, am I correct?
Well, I try not to have a beer and represent the business at the same time, but every once in a while I'll do it.
Okay.
So the Silverleaf Cigar Lounge is my business.
Okay.
This is the first year that we haven't brought cigars to the TX distillery. Unfortunately, we've kind of moved to a non-smoking scenario.
Okay.
We had a cigar roller ready to go.
Oh.
So hopefully next time.
Could they have smoked like 50 yards or whatever that old school rule is?
I don't know if there's a 6-foot thing or 50-yard thing, a blue zone thing, whatever it is. Everybody's different. And
Here's a designated cigar area.
We respect what everybody wants to do.
Okay.
100%. And at the Cigar Lounge, of course, we smoke inside. We smoke outside. Fort Worth has always been a very... I don't want to say free city, accommodating city. Absolutely, everybody's friendly. We all enjoy our premium tobacco, but of course we're gonna obviously respect the wishes of the TX distillery, and these guys are great. They're doing a ton for the Brotherhood for the Fallen, and
and Silverleaf is a pillar of the Fort Worth community. I know that for a fact.
Thank you.
Yeah. Having you guys come out, and what I've been telling all the sponsors is like you're really more of a partnership. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Fort Worth Police Department has always been a big partner with the Silverleaf Cigar Lounge. We've got a locker in there for all of our active duty officers that want a cigar when they're off the clock. Come in and have one on us, but. They keep our city thriving. They keep it what it is. So,
excellent.
We appreciate those guys.
And I can tell you as an officer myself, when you have local businesses that are willing to publicly show their support to their officers, it speaks volumes for the cops that are doing the job. Because there's a lot of departments out there. There's nobody showing public support. They might show support behind the scenes, but not publicly. Luckily, down here in Texas, I don't really think that's a big issue, especially in Fort Worth.
No, I think you're right. But, I mean, as a community, you have to appreciate your law enforcement, and especially the individuals that are keeping you safe. They're keeping me safe to run my business, safe to travel to my vehicle after closing the business in the wee hours of the morning, and safe to get back. And,
and it... For me personally, when I see local businesses like that, it motivates me to work harder. It motivates me to work better because I don't want to lose that support.
Well, it's awesome. And
because we know how fickle that support is. And it only takes one officer's mistake in another city even to affect us and the support we get.
Unfortunately,
Which sucks
that can
to say.
happen. No,
Yeah.
it's terrible. That can happen.
It sucks that that's how that goes. So, on behalf of law enforcement, I would like to say we're very thankful for somebody coming out, helping support, showing it publicly, and having a good time while you're doing it. So thank you for stopping by, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it
you
very
having
much.
us.
Silverleaf, guys, check them out downtown Fort Worth.
We'll be back next year.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Take it easy. All right. I don't know how many more we're going to get tonight, guys, because it is starting to thin. I'm trying to get Funky Town Donuts. Lame.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I need to come talk.
Well, hell yeah. I'm Eric Levine.
Rodney Hamilton.
Rodney Hamilton. So what I want you to do, try to stay about a fist away from that, and you're good to go.
Okay.
So we got Rodney Hamilton here. Sir, I am Eric Levine from Two Cops, One Donut podcast.
Okay.
I am a board member for the Brotherhood for the Fallen.
Awesome.
And I am a police officer and military member.
Awesome.
So
I'm retired police.
excellent. What department?
Spent most of my career in Odessa.
Odessa. Oh, shit. You was country cop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. I know some country cops out there. Banning Sweatland. We're live, so people are watching this.
Okay.
There's a deputy out of Jack County that I'm friends with. Gets on the show quite a bit. And I always
Nice.
tease him for being a cow wrestler. So, chasing that loose livestock out there.
Well, I work for the city, so we didn't get to do any of that.
Oh,
so.
there you go. Hey,
yeah.
even in Fort Worth, you get to go chase a couple horses,
That's
a
true.
couple little mini Shetlands every once in a while.
That's true.
Some cattle.
That's true.
But, sir, you're here supporting the Brotherhood for the Fallen.
Yes.
Are you representing any businesses tonight?
We have a business, me and my wife own a medical spa that we donate a lot of stuff to the Brotherhood for the Fallen.
Okay.
It's just one of the, I don't think people understand this organization, what it does for people. These officers spend a lot of time on when they're traveling to these funerals and stuff, they're on their own time.
Right.
And it's just amazing the dedication that they have to these families of people that have dealt with, somebody killed in the line of duty. And it's just an amazing situation.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely appreciate that. What I like to do is I like to look at it more than, just a business that gives us money and helps us do our thing. I want people to understand the business and how they can help support you as well. So
Okay.
can you give a little background on your business and how they can find you?
The name of our business is Elegant Image Med Spa. We own a med spa in Fort Worth next to Ridgemar Mall. We do Botox fillers, medical weight loss, laser hair removal, facials, all of that kind of stuff. To help people get in shape, look beautiful, and enjoy their lives.
Excellent. Now, how did you as a cop get into that?
So my wife started the business about 14 years ago.
Okay.
She was actually a surgical nurse at the time, and I was a police officer at the time.
All right.
And we started it part-time, and we just got so busy, we just had to make the decision either do it full-time or not do it, because we couldn't keep working the 90,
Doing
100
both.
hours a week.
Good for
know?
you. Excellent. I love hearing success stories of cops that find another calling outside of the job.
Yes.
So
yes.
that is amazing. And one of the things that I like to help give perspective to people that support us is, now you're a little different because you were a former officer.
Right.
But a lot of these companies that help support us, they've never been in law enforcement. They've never been military. They've never been any first responder. But you can tell, or they'll tell you, that I've always wanted to.
Oh, absolutely.
And life, the way that it just worked out for them, it wasn't in the cards.
Right.
But this is their way to give back. Now,
Yes.
you've done your time.
Yes.
And you're continuing to give. And the Brotherhood, what I love about us is 100% of the money goes to 100% of the cause.
Yes.
You're not giving money and knowing that only 10% is going to the actual work, and then the rest is going to CEOs and whoever else is running.
Right.
So, like you said, officers are donating their time.
Yes.
They're doing all of this stuff to go help and to serve in any way that they can.
Yes.
And they're providing a check when they show up,
Yes.
which for us in law enforcement, that check could take months to get from
absolutely.
insurance. Could take a year, 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
And then even then, you still may have to fight it, depending on the circumstances.
And we dealt with that where I worked. We had 3 officers killed on one call.
Ooh.
And it was an unfortunate situation where the families didn't get a lot of money that was raised for them because the kids were arguing and stuff like that. And that's where the Brotherhood for the Fallen come in. When they show up, the money's there.
Yeah.
There's not a way. There's no court process. There's no anything like that. And what people don't understand, these families that have just been through the most traumatic event of their lifetime have the help immediately for what they need.
Right.
It's not 3 months. Hey, you're going to eventually get it. 3 months down the road or whatever. We're handing it to you right now, and that's huge because you have bills you have to pay. You have, whatever, and the money's there, and that is just a huge stress reliever for these families that are going through these traumatic events.
Absolutely. Sir, with that said, we've got your company, you out here. Is that your wife?
That's my beautiful
I was
wife.
going to say, I saw somebody over here taking pictures. How has the event been for you so far?
Oh, it's amazing. We try to make every single event that they put on. We did the golf tournament that they did. We've done the gala. We try to do every event that they do because this is so important. Yeah, I'm retired and I did my time and I'm out of it. But I lost a lot of good friends in law enforcement. And I've had to bury a lot of good friends. I've been through the traumatic events. So I understand what these families are going through. And it's so important that we continue to give. We continue to try to raise money. And we continue to try to help these families that are going through these traumatic events that they're going through.
Excellent. Well, sir, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. You got any parting words that you want to give?
Hey, if you're a business out there, if you're a person out there, whatever, please consider giving to the Brotherhood for the Fallen. It is one of the best organizations out there to help these families that are going through these traumatic times. It's something that will give you the satisfaction that you're giving back to your community and you're giving to these families that are going through these horrible times that they're going through.
Thank you very much, sir.
All
Appreciate
right.
you stopping
Thank
by.
you.
Take it easy, sir. There we go, guys. Another business stopping by. Love it. Turn that way a little bit more. A little bit more. That way. Nope, this way. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Beautiful. That'll work. Eric, yes, sir.
I called you Adam Levine.
That's perfect. That's my brother. I'm just.
It is great. It's one of those things.
That's okay. Yeah, and then the celebrity name stuck out. I got called Adam Levine, guys. It's all right. Take it easy. Oh, I got called Adam Levine, guys. It's not the first time. When I was in basic training, I got called Avril quite a bit. So, well, it has thinned out pretty well. So what I think I might have to do here is I might have to start closing up shop here. So, because the more these guys drink this TX whiskey, the more risky what they say may come out. I don't want to put anybody in a bad spot. So, is Enzi trying to come over here? She must not care about the Brotherhood. Yeah. That's basically where we're at. We're trying to get Enzi over here to talk about the Brotherhood for the Fallen and what it means to her. Well, guys, we don't have anybody else lined up. I think I'm going to close up shop. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And I'm listening to everything. Like, he's talking to himself right now. No, I'm talking to y'all. Thank you very much for joining in. Ocean Girl, you're wondering what this is. I saw that you just chimed in. Ocean, thank you for joining back again. This is the Brotherhood for the Fallen. And it is a fundraising event that we're here highlighting our sponsorship. What is the Brotherhood for the Fallen, you may be asking? It is a nonprofit organization that donates money to families of officers that have fallen violently in the line of duty. So 100% of the money goes 100% of the cause. I've been saying that all night. I know I'm on repeat. But and we always send out at least 2 officers to that family when the officer falls. And we are there on the ground doing whatever they need. If they need food runs for the family, if they want us to go get cars shuffle family around from the airports, whatever they need. That's what we're providing. So it's a great cause. You can see the donation page site right there on the bottom scrolling through. So if you feel the need, Jimmy Polizzani, we're about to wrap up. You better get up here. So have I. Get over here. I'm trying to get the president. Get over here. Let's go. My man. I will steer you straight, sir. So, first and foremost, guys, this is our president. This is the Fort Worth chapter, Brotherhood for the Fallen president, Jimmy Polizzani. How you doing, Jimmy?
Eric, thank you very much for having us. Listen, this organization that you're part of
Thank you very much.
is always going to respect and honor our fallen officers.
Absolutely. What is even better is when they came through with the bagpipes, we were able to catch it and everybody was able to hear it.
Bagpipe, that's when the soul of our fallen brother or sister has made the ultimate sacrifice, goes to heaven. And when you hear Amazing Grace, not just in police work, anywhere, it's that last final respect and honor that we get to pay for our brothers and sisters.
Absolutely. Now, Jimmy, you are, I guess, the pillar of why we have the Brotherhood for the Fallen in the DFW area.
Well, I'll tell you what, the pillar is not us.
We didn't start it.
The pillar is the families that have lost a loved one.
Absolutely.
And those that support our mission
Yes.
to send uniform officers across the United States to pay that respect
Yes.
for that officer that gave the ultimate sacrifice for his respected community.
Yes.
So the pillar comes from the family. The pillar comes from those that support our mission. And the pillar comes from our members that take the time and opportunity to get away from their work schedule, their families, and to go on these deployments to pay that respect along with other police officers across the nation.
Now, Jimmy, you're the voice, basically, the one that helps spread this. I'm going to give you credit for Texas in general. You're the one that piggybacks all of the weight to keep this stuff going because you're the president. You assumed that role. You took it. You were voted in for that. With all of that going on, with all that weight that you carry on doing that side of the house, with getting places like this, how do you get all of that done and still manage to function as a police officer, function as a business owner? Because you're a business owner, a local business owner. You support the community in that way. You run charity events through your own business. You run charity events through the Brotherhood for the Fallen. You were able to shag one of the greatest venues that we have in the city of Fort Worth, the TX Whiskey Ranch, which is beautiful, by the way. Everybody's loving it. And you still have to wake up, put a gun and badge on every day. How do you handle all that?
The number one word that comes to mind is inspiration. Anybody that has the inspiration, tenacity, and the drive to do what they want to do.
Okay.
And to mean what they say they're going to do goes a long way. So when we have a fallen officer here in the state of Texas and across the United States, if somebody puts their hand to their heart and understands the true meaning of gone but never forgotten, that's what we stand for.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. We will always honor the sacrifice of our brothers and sisters. Here in Fort Worth, we have 65 heroes on our wall that have been etched. And the echo that we every year we say their names.
Yes.
That is something that every member of our community has to understand.
Yes.
Even though they're gone, they'll never be forgotten. But that's exactly why we have the support, the backing, and those that respect those that gave it all for their community.
And what does it show to police officers and the families of current officers and the families of the officers that fell when we call them every year and say, hey, we're honoring your fallen hero. We're going to be there for them. We're going to show up. A lot of us officers never even met who we're talking about, but we're there supporting what I consider that thin blue line because it's not nice to know you. We knew you for a little bit. You passed away. All right. I've moved on. In the police world, we don't move on. It's a lifetime commitment, whether you're here or not. And I think that speaks volumes to the officers that are serving and the families of those that are currently serving and those that have lost loved ones, because we never stop. And the Brotherhood for the Fallen is the embodiment of that cause. So for guys like you, I still, it amazes me. I don't know how you managed to do this. And when did we start?
2016.
So 2016. How long have we been going? We're almost going, what is that, 10 years? No.
8 years.
8 years.
8
Almost
years.
10 years.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't math. TX Whiskey, guys. We've almost been going 10 years. And in that, the organization for the chapter has grown. The sponsorships have always expanded. We've never shrunk. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And you've been the voice and the leader that entire time.
You know, Eric, that's a great question and a great way to sum it up. But I'm going to tell you something. George Strait says it's right.
I like it already.
Weight of the badge.
It's right.
Nobody understands the weight of the badge but these families.
Yeah.
Because of them, their footprint, their commitment, their sacrifice, their honor, we get to wear that proverbial shield and patch on our chest and our shoulder every single day with honor, dignity, and pride. And that's what 900,000 law enforcement officers across this great nation do every single day, based on those that gave it all. And for us to walk in that footstep, to walk in their footprint that they left to their community, to their department, to their families, and their co-workers, and for us to come behind and say, hey, that sacrifice will always, always be remembered in vain.
Absolutely. Now, Jimmy, this cause, it takes money. That's kind of one of the reasons we're here. We're celebrating those that have helped support the cause up until this point. And sponsors come and go, but with us, they're always a part of this family, whether they're still financially supporting or not. We've had several of our sponsors show up. I like to call them partners, show up, discuss why they're supporting us and what the Brotherhood means to them. I want to reach out now to future sponsors. What can you tell them to get them in here to help them understand why, although there's a lot of great nonprofits out there, this is the one that we would love for you to be a part of?
That is a great, great, great way to reach out. All I ask is for every single person watching and viewing, put your hand to your heart and say, if that was my son or daughter, and I never want their name to ever be forgotten, what other way would you want to honor your family? Jillian Smith, Arlington PD, their family was here. Never met him. Shot and killed during a domestic disturbance. It was my privilege and honor to meet them tonight after so many years of being in existence. But tonight, bridge that gap between us and the Smith family. And I told the family, to the mother and father of Jillian Smith, I said, your daughter will never be forgotten. Her name will forever be etched at Arlington Police Memorial in Washington, D.C. But the name will never be forgotten with us. And that's all I tell all of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Do you want to be behind an organization that will always keep those that gave it all for their community in the forefront of their mind?
Excellent. I love it. Now, what we got scrolling across the bottom of the screen there, people are giving us thumbs up, by the way. We got scrolling across the screen is the Fort Worth chapter donation page. So after hearing our president speak on that, if you want to donate towards this cause, if you want to be a part of helping immortalize our fallen heroes, just go to that webpage, donate, and help us out. Because I follow this guy. So he's inspired me to join, and now I have adopted it into the Two Cops, One Donut podcast, and I'm trying to get my community, trying to get his community. We're trying to network the best we can, and I think it's working. This venue's worked out great. This setup has worked out. We've had people coming in and out all night. We really haven't had much downtime, and we've had great traffic coming through, so I think it's working out.
I'll give you one quick thing, Eric. I was approached by a family of a Fort Worth family that lost a loved one 20 years ago. 20-year anniversary is coming up. And they said, can you please help us, your organization help us to honor our loved one 20 years later? The number one thing that I said was, no questions asked. We will be there for your family.
Hell yeah.
And right now, we are in the works of honoring that officer, which we will actually podcast, get on the live air, to honor his sacrifice and his service to this community. But Eric, it goes beyond that.
Okay.
It goes beyond honoring, sacrifice, dedication, events. And I call that follow through.
Absolutely.
Follow through is this. Your son or daughter or your great-grandson or your grandson just graduated college. How can we be there to support it? It's not about having events and honoring.
Right.
It's about when they least expect it that we will be there for them.
Yes.
And that's one thing I want to tell all of our members and those listeners out there.
Okay.
That after life of their sacrifice for this community, we want to be there for them. And thank you with your sacrifice and your service to bringing light to the wonderful viewers and supporters that follow you.
Thank you very much.
Of these events, that 2 cops and 1 donut.
2 cops, 1 donut, yes, sir.
Will always be there for those families.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Eric,
Hey.
for what you do and your followers. And thank your followers for always being there for us when we need them.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Excellent, sir. Well, if you don't have any other parting words, sir, I'm going to let you go do your stuff, and I'm probably going to close up shop.
Thank you.
Want to end on a high note, you know what I mean?
On a high note, absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
You can't beat it, guys. You can't beat it. That's our president. So, Brotherhood for the Fallen, Fort Worth chapter. Website's right there on the bottom. Everybody, thank you for joining in, and have a good night. I'm going to go have some fun in this TX Whiskey Ranch. Take it easy. Take it easy, sir.